Welcome back. It's Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We're broadcasting live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. You can be part of the program. Everything that we've discussed with Sonny Young, you can also contribute to that discussion on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook, channels Sports. So send us an email, sportstonight, channelstv.com. Time to take a look at the development of badminton in Nigeria and Africa. We are getting ready for the Africa Badminton Championship. It will take place in Port Harcourt, the River State capital. It will serve off on the 22nd of April. And Nigeria is looking forward to doing well in that one. But for me and followers of badminton, it will be another opportunity to assess the federation and their hard work, and of course, see ways that it can improve the sports in the country. A press conference was done in Port Harcourt, the River State capital, to tell us more about the championship that we're expecting. And more was also discussed at that press conference. Let's go to Port Harcourt, get some talking points, and then when we come back, we'll discuss more on badminton, so don't go anywhere.
In line with all the arrangements we have made, I'm here to confirm to you that the tournament is about ready to kick off. We have put everything in place, apart from a few finishing touches, which will commence after this press conference. In terms of security and all that, we've also mapped out a very good plan to secure visitors, to secure players, and all those who will come to watch the games. As far as this tournament is concerned, I am very sure we are going to give Port Harcourt a befitting tournament. It's going to be a great tournament because this time we learned so much from the past tournament, the national one which we had. We have taken care of all the gray areas, and we are prepared to give you a befitting tournament, and it's going to be a very successful tournament despite all the issues that most of us know about.
So that's the chairman of the local organizing committee for the African Badminton Championship, Charles Fingersey, and he has told us it's going to be a fantastic tournament, so we're looking forward to it. The last time Nigeria hosted the African Badminton Championship was in the year 2000 in Bauchi. That's a long, long time ago. So this would be a good test to see if we're ready to not just compete, but also put together a world-class competition. Francis Obi is the president of the Badminton Federation of Nigeria. He makes a return on the program. Francis, it's good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Thank you very much, Austin.
That's right. I listened to the chairman of the LOC. Are you guys ready to put words to action?
Definitely, Austin. It's come a very long way. You know, you just said it, 19 years, a very long time.
Yeah.
And for us, there's more at stake. Yes, 19 years. When we came on board, this new board, the current board of the Badminton Federation of Nigeria, we are number 6 in Africa. Today we are number 2. So Port Harcourt is going to be the battleground to decide who the real number 1 is. So it's an opportunity for us to come back to the pole position, and we intend to remain there for a very long time. So history is going to be made in Port Harcourt.
Okay, so that's one part for us to look at the part of the competition for players. Let's talk about logistics, preparation in total, security, medicals, infrastructure. Are we ready?
Well, I would say, you know, like the chairman said, we are just trying to put some finishing touches. You know, the whole essence of the First Rivers Governors National Badminton Championship, which held in December last year, was to act as a kind of test run to see how, you know, and there were reasons for that. We've never had a national championship in River State before, so that was the first time. Yeah. And then we have a venue in the Alfred Dietes Spiff Civic Center that is about, I mean, the biggest in Nigeria. We had 6 badminton courts in that venue. It actually takes 7 courts. There's 1 warm-up court, and that's the biggest and largest ever we've had in this country. So we didn't want to just jump into that venue with the All Africa without having a test run. So the national championship was a very good opportunity for us to see. So we've noticed some areas we need to try and, you know, step up with regards to preparation and delivery of the event. So I can say that everything has been done. We've left no stone unturned to make sure that we deliver a world-class event. I will tell you to a very large extent that we are good and ready to go.
Because the competition will serve of April 22nd,
Yeah.
so we're counting down because March is already done.
Yeah.
So April, it's about 3 weeks from now, we're going to be having that. So badminton is not, well, it's beginning to gather some followership. What are some of the side attractions you put together that will bring the fans and spectators to the venue?
Well, we don't just want to have a championship. We want to put together an event. So, the trend now is what we call sportainment. You have sports and entertainment going side by side. And there are a lot of things. We have a lot of visitors that are going to come in from all over Africa. So it's not just to come and play the game. They must also come and see the cultural, the hospitality aspect of Rivers State, of Port Harcourt, and of Nigeria, as it were. So we are putting together a very robust package. There's going to be a lot of entertainment, and both traditional and what have you, a lot of side attractions. So it will be fun.
Okay, so that's it for you watching and trying to understand what's going on with the badminton championship. The president says it's going to be fun. So let's see how we can follow badminton in the country. And wrestling is doing just that. Table tennis is doing that. Badminton is joining squash. It's about time for us to show some love to these other sports. Frank, I hear that it's going to be a 2-in-1 event.
Yes.
Tell me more.
Yeah, we have the mixed doubles championship, and then we have the All-African individual championship. So that's why we call them
mixed doubles championship first.
Yes,
okay.
First, and then the individual. The mixed doubles championship is to produce the winner who will represent Africa at the Sudirman Cup in China in May.
Oh, cool.
So whoever wins the mixed doubles championship is going to represent Africa, and we definitely want to be in China. I can tell you that. And then the All-Africa individual championship is to know who the king of badminton in Africa is and who the queen is. So that is where you separate the boys from the men. Yeah.
I know we have a queen already in Dorcas Adeshokon, and she's currently Africa's #1. And I know she's going to face some stiff competition, but do you think she can retain her crown in Port Harcourt?
She's actually #2 right now because
the girl from Mauritius.
Yes, from Mauritius, and it's because of a lack of, the girl from Mauritius is playing far more championships than she is doing. And that is why this year we really want to step up and make her play as many championships as possible. But it's going to be a very tough one. But you know what? I want to say that we should watch out for surprises.
I don't see any surprises from the famous category except Dorcas. Maybe you want to tell us something we don't know.
I will not let the cat out.
Just in case those other guys are watching. But I know we've got some good players. Deborah has also got some quality. Let's see if the other ladies will step up. But we're talking about the ladies. What about the men? If we can say Dorcas, talk Deborah, who can we talk about for the men?
Anu Opeyori is national #1, is African #2. Godwin Olofua is national #2, is African #3. He just shot up to that position recently after they went to Uganda and Kenya. Yeah. Now, the African #1 is from Mauritius. And that's why Mauritius is African #1, right?
Yeah.
Now. But it might interest you to know that Godwin Olofua beat him last year. So, what we are looking at, yes, what we are looking at, I was in camp with the players and they are in very high spirit. Everybody is hungry. They want to host to win. They want to make Nigeria proud. So I have challenged the players. Naturally, everybody will expect that Anu Opeyori will be going for Julian Paul. That is this Mauritius player who is #1 in Africa. But I can tell you that Nigeria has at least 4 other players that can take him down.
Wow.
So while they are looking at Anu,
someone else will spring a surprise.
So that is what we are looking for.
I love the fact that we're talking about national team badminton players here, and that's a good way to educate our viewers. Let's talk some more. Clemens Krobako and Enejo Abad. Can you expect any expectations from them?
Enejo and Peace Oji are actually, they were mixed doubles #1 in Africa last year, but currently they are #2 because they didn't play many championships. When Anu and Godwin were going for the Uganda, Kenya, they couldn't make the trip. So currently, Anu and Godwin are doubles, men's doubles, Africa #1. So Clement, I can tell you that he's one of our most experienced players, and Clement is, I see him as somebody who's going to spring a surprise in the championship. So that's why I say we have, an array of stars, fantastic players lined up. And for me, as a board, we are very confident that these players will be able to deliver.
30 players called up to camp. 18 will be representing the country at the championship. Talk to me about the quality of the coaching crew.
Well, some time ago after we came on board, we conducted an interview. We advertised and requested for people who were interested to take up those positions to apply. And we had quite a number, and a very, very technically strong team panel interviewed them and came up with the best. So we have absolute confidence in our coaching crew that they are going to deliver. They are doing a very fantastic job. And the facility where they are camping now is, I went there and I was really surprised that we have such a facility in Nigeria, the High Performance Center in the University of Port Harcourt. As far as I'm concerned, we are not making
more use of it.
We are not taking advantage of what that place is serving all English-speaking West African countries, and we who have it in our country, we are not maximizing what we have. So I can tell you that by the next board meeting, we might be taking a decision that will be that will be our main base for the national team, because it's a very conducive place and the facilities are world class.
I like that you just confirmed that. Thank you so much, Francis Obi, for your time. The championship will serve off on the 22nd, so if there are more updates, we'll be glad to have you around.
22nd, and on Saturday, we'll be unveiling the mascot of the championship.
On Saturday.
And then we also present to Nigeria the team that will be representing us.
That will be beautiful. We'll look forward to that. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
So that's it. The president of the Badminton Federation of Nigeria, Francis Obi, talking to us about the African Championship that will serve off on the 22nd of April in Port Harcourt. Let's go on this timeout. When we come back, we'll talk about golf and the cause that it is supporting. You'll feel the power of sports. That's all I can tell you. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.